Hello, everyone. We're welcoming everyone back, and we have DreamTora and Soul ready to go. So, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hello,
Yes.
I am. Go ahead, Soul.
You're fine, go on.
Okay. I am DreamTora or Tora. I am a speedrunner of this game, and that's all from me. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Soul.
Yes, I am Soul, or apparently this weird EV thing that's talking. I am newer to this game. I have picked it up surprisingly quick, but I am still pretty new to this. Regardless, hello and happy time zone to the Prevent-A-Thon chat. So, before we get into this, since we have a bid word, Alara, would you like to tell us which one actually won?
I would
which story
love
we're doing.
to. So, let me pull it up one last time, and it seems like the winner of the bid war was Amy, sniped at the last minute. So, thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate that. You made me smile.
Well, in that case,
Oh, darn.
upside.
I thought we were doing Big the Cat.
Yeah, I was hoping for Knuckles. I was hoping for the oh no to intensify.
But alas, we must do Amy.
Which is still very, very good.
Yeah, the Amy's story run is actually really fun. Like, there are some tricks we will be doing in this run that will be very interesting for everyone to see.
Yeah, so let's try and get into it. So, Laura, if you'd like to count us down.
I would love to. So, if we're ready to go, we'll do 3, 2, 1, go.
It is, in fact, her turn now.
It is indeed her turn.
So, we're going
And
to be
you
skipping
probably
through.
noticed Amy looks different on both of our screens as well. Which
Yeah, that's because we decided to have
Soul, are you using the Goth?
I'm using the
model?
Gothic one. So, yes.
Yep. And I am using the classic Amy model.
Now, there is a thing we could do here. I'm not going to do it because I am not that good at actually pulling it off, and I don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, there is a very risky skip you could do with the train station, where you can clip into the loading zone for the cutscene that I just skipped there, which is the cutscene with Sonic. But the skip you do with the train station is quite tricky and actually kind of risky to do because, like, you just have a chance of just clipping into the wrong parts of the train station and wasting a ton of time. So
The robot that was following you is closing in on you.
instead, we will be doing
You must get away from it.
Pickle Park here. Which we hit all of these buttons in order to open the mirror room.
Yeah, you'll also notice we're going to be jumping a lot, and that's because Amy actually slows down a little bit at max speed. Because she takes out her hammer, you can do a really big jump called the hammer flip. It will be very useful, but right now, we just want to keep jumping, so that way she maintains as much speed as she can. We're going to run through these weird mirror rooms. You see the giant robots chasing us. That is Zero, and Zero really wants Amy for some reason. We're not sure why. All we know is we need to stay away from that thing. We can hit it with the hammer, and that'll stun it for a couple of seconds, but it will eventually just not respond to that at all. Also, though, it is surprisingly slow, so we can just kind of stay away from it almost the entire time.
Yeah, it's very easy to just outrun Zero the whole time, just because he's super slow.
Do you have a moment now or coming up soon that I could give a small update to everyone?
Yeah, you see Zero just like right there, and we're gonna get this balloon. We're done with the stage now. And he's still gonna try to hit us because Zero does not like that. But Zero can't do anything. We're on a balloon.
And I'm close behind and just grabbing the balloon now.
So I regret to inform you, Amy has been captured by Zero. We failed.
Yeah, spoilers.
That's okay though. We're gonna break out. And we're gonna play Whack the Hedgehog. I don't know how to really describe this. But in the meantime, this is just basically an auto scroller. If you have any messages, definitely feel free to give them.
I very much have a message to give everyone. So thank you so much for helping get Amy to be the character for this race. We appreciate that so very much. But it does mean that I can now announce that we have another incentive opened up, and it's a really, really fun one. So like I mentioned earlier, we have an honorary Sonic game as part of the Sonic block. It is Spark the Electric Jester 2. And it's kind of a mix of a few different things. So the character in that game has a copy ability similar to Kirby. The catch being that they have 5. And there is one power in particular, the hammer, which is not used as part of the run. All the other 4 powers get used at certain points, but hammer is normally not used as part of the run. But we do have an incentive open to use it as part of the final boss. So in the very last chance you can use that power, we can equip hammer to give it that little bit of love so it gets its little cameo as part of the game, and we can say we've used every single power. So if you want to see Spark the Electric Jester, the Hammer Jester in Freon Mark III boss fight, we have to close that partway through the run, so get those donations started ASAP.
Alright, so we're already onto our second level, Hot Shelter. This is the level that is going to... You're going to have to pay real good attention to as we're going through it, because...
Yeah, there's a lot that goes on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this level that we do. And it's like kind of like one of those blink and you'll miss it type things. First
Yeah, so we're gonna just kind of
here.
jump across that because we don't have to hit the switch to raise the water and open that door with the weird code. It's left 1, right 3. To call those little pink orbs. It's very happy to tell us that every time we bump into it.
Even right after we already did it.
Yeah, that's the best one. Okay, and if you look on my end, you will start seeing a thing that we call bathroom break. We're gonna jump over this door, we're gonna kind of line ourselves up, whack the door, and we're done.
Yeah, bathroom break is actually one of the easier skips that we'll be doing in this level. The other ones that we'll be doing are a little trickier, but are really satisfying once we can pull them off.
Yeah, case in point, here's another one, which is going to jump over that door entirely and not have to worry about it. We're going to hit that switch, we're going to go over here, wait for this whole sequence.
Already messed that up, so I had to restart there. But thankfully it's a quick restart if you mess up this trick.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So as you see with bathroom break, you basically just go over the stall, and usually you have to open the door in order to get into those stalls, but if you get into the stall without opening the door, you can just open it from behind, and it just does some really weird physics stuff and just like clips Amy out of bounds, so...
Okay, hopefully this time it works without the weird mishap I had. There we go, that worked a lot better. Amy, hit the screen, thank you.
Be careful not to fall off.
Anyways, I hope you all like blocks. It is time for block puzzle.
Yeah, the block puzzle we all loved as kids is put the squares in the square holes. Which is basically what we'll be doing.
I was resisting the urge to go with it. That's right, it goes in the square hole. There'll be a number of those coming up very soon, so if there's any other messages while we get towards the end of Hot Shelter here, definitely feel free to give them.
Or
Or if you have any questions, that's also good.
I have tons of questions and tons of messages. So let's start with this. Is the outfit selection a part of the standard mod manager? Because I know there was a big update, and that is just as someone who does Archipelago, I know there was a big update to the mod manager for these games.
Honestly, it's just an aesthetic choice. It's just a mod. Like Tora's using one that gives Amy her classic appearance from like Sonic CD.
Yeah.
And also like kind of her current design at this point, really, at least for classic Amy. The one I'm using is a mod that is actually based on one of her outfits from Sonic Runners, of all things.
Yep. And a fun fact about the Gothic outfit is that the hat on top of her headband is actually the warrior feather that they repurposed into the hat accessory.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is all the warrior feather really is used for, because it gives Amy a spin attack, but we have no reason to ever use it.
Yeah, Amy gets kind of the short end of the stick in terms of upgrades in this game, as both the warrior feather and her other upgrade, which you can only get after beating her story, are both really useless.
Well, the other thing I would like to do is remind everyone we are here raising money for Little Warriors. Little Warriors is a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. We also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. For more information, visit littlewarriors.ca. So all those donations are going to a fantastic cause.
Also, a little blinky and miss it thing. You probably noticed that Tails also had a mod. If Tails had won the Bid War, we did have a mod ready for that one, which is the female Tails mod. It does a few changes, like one, the cute outfit that you saw. It changes Tails' name from Miles to Millie. And also the Rhythm badge gets a slight modification. It is now the Rhythm skirt.
Yep.
It is purple. Tails very much still goes spinny because of course.
So now here comes our favorite part of the run, and that is the back and forth to Final Egg and back. And to get to Final Egg, we have to go through the forest.
To go through the forest, we have this little lights out puzzle, but it's thankfully a very simple puzzle. That's it. The puzzle is done.
Unfortunately, it is kind of easy to mess up, but thankfully you could hit the buttons in any order that is convenient. Like you do like 2, 3, 4, 5, and they should all light up. The unfortunate part though is you mess them up and you kind of have to play with the combinations until you get the right ones.
Yeah, but Final Egg doesn't have too much going on. It's more like Twinkle Park in that it's mostly just go through the stage. It's not really anything too fancy. Other than this elevator, which Headman, bless his heart, spares no expense, and has this weird elevator with legs. Because when you're a super genius, you have lots of money. What else would you do?
Yeah.
But also we have our favorite part of this run, gratuitous RNG at the very end. So there are 5 doors. Any one of these can contain our final checkpoint in the final part of the stage. We are going to hope we get one of the early ones. I actually got first door. Okay, then. The ideal is that's what we get. Sometimes it decides you're getting last door, and all you can do is cry.
So since the elevator kind of takes a while to come down, it's kind of fun to just spin Amy around until she gets dizzy.
Oh, did I hit that flip was a little too soon.
So unfortunately, since Sol got first door, I'm probably gonna get the average to worse RNG for doors.
Yeah,
Or
average is usually like third.
Yeah, at least. Hopefully I won't get the last door like I did in practice. Nope, not first door.
Alright, well, if I have a small moment, I would look
You definitely do, because I am doing a thrilling ladder climb right now.
Okay, then. So I would like to actually send some love over to our dear friends at Connect Speedruns. They are our German restream partner, and they actually have a commentator up right now for this run as well. So send some love to Veni Vidi Ricci. I hope I got your name right. We are very appreciative of all your efforts, making sure that as many people as possible can enjoy this. So if you are a native German speaker, maybe you just want to practice your German, that is also happening. You can see that in chat by doing the command !restream or !German.
That would be a great time for me. I'm just gonna have you know, I was very tempted to see Snake Eater. Alright, so this is Zero. We're finally done with him. We're gonna actually fight him now. He kind of jumps at you. We're gonna throw him into this fence. And then we're gonna hit that. I'm gonna try to time this hit so we can... Ooh. Oh, he got me! Okay, then. Oh, okay. I'm gonna back off a little bit and get the range, because I forgot to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, when you first start out with the Zero fight, you don't immediately have any rings around you, like, except right behind you. So if you just jump straight into the fight, you have 0 rings, and if you let Zero hit you, then you just
And
die.
time.
So the other thing I would like
there's a very small window when Zero does a jump that he's actually vulnerable. If you can time the hammer swing, you'll just immediately throw him back into the fence. I've had one time where I managed to hit him and also throw him like in the same swing, and I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, I actually watched that, and I'm like,
yeah, I don't know what
how
I
did. That happen?
I feel like it must have been like a frame perfect hit.
Oops, did not mean to throw him this way, that way. Or that way. That's lucky. So he's close enough to the gate now where I can, if he lets me, I can just toss him back into the electric gate. There we go. A bit sloppy, but I got there. That's time, by the way, for me.
Yeah, GGT still.
Yeah, that was honestly a pretty close race.
It was pretty close. The only really bad part is me dying in Hot Shelter.
Yeah, I messed up in some parts in Hot Shelter, so...
Yeah, Hot Shelter's probably like the hardest stage. I've seen like higher level runs, and there is so much stuff that goes on in that stage. And if you don't know if you're not as good at it, you'll either mess it up and fall, or it's just low because you're not as skilled at it.
As someone who does not speedrun this game, I think you both did a fantastic job. So thank you so much for that. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But Tora, where can people find you?
You can find me at pretty much like most social media at DreamTora. I'm pretty universal with my username, so if you want to look me up on Twitch, Twitter, or wherever, you can find me there.
And what about you, Sol? Where will we be able to find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/BeamQueenSol, and I go by that pretty much everywhere. I do I'm usually more of a Kirby runner, but I have been branching into more platformers like this game, Spyro. I did try Sonic Mania a little bit, but that one was rough. But I do stuff like that. I dabble in some Pokemon content. But yeah, if any of that sounds good, definitely feel free to follow and catch me there. Otherwise, I don't have too much in the way of shoutouts, I'm being honest.
Well, we should probably shout out our good friend Pickle, who actually like pointed out some of the tricks that we did in Hot Shelter.
Yeah, cause she's also run this game and she knows like a number of the steps of it herself.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here. It is fantastic. And thank you so much for the entertaining run. I hope you both have a fantastic day.
Thank you for having